Alright. I think we're up. I think we're up. Not quite sure. We'll have to see if we get any logins. See if we're live. Broadcast waits here. Oh, we've got a watcher. Hey, Leo. Leo's here. Nice. Welcome, Leo. Welcome to the base tour. We're just waiting for a few people to shuffle in, and then we'll get started. Good to have you here, Leo. I don't know if you've seen No Man's Sky. And there's Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Good to see you. There we go. We've got an audience of 2, and that's considered in my channel an enormous audience. It's one off our record, I think. So welcome. Thanks for joining the base tour. This is going to be a base tour of Kikmai base. Lifestyles of the unit rich and famous, I think we called it. Hello, Rebecca. Yes, long time no see indeed. Sorry, the comments are a little bit delayed. I know you're probably speaking to you about 20 or 30 seconds after you made the comment. But you know, that's nothing different to usual. I'm going to bring up my comments on a different screen here so I can see them, because otherwise I'll miss them altogether. That happened yesterday. Let's just bring that up. Excuse me while I bring that up. Here we go. Hold on a moment, please, audience. We'll be right back. So today, when I finally get this going, we'll be seeing a tour of my base. Awesome. Super happy to have you here too, Rebecca. Thank you for joining. You know, I mean, I think that one of the most interesting mechanics of No Man's Sky is the base building mechanic. I've spent probably far too much time on it. I believe I'll be spending a lot more time on it because it's very enjoyable. The bases are very interesting, and there is one more to come of these at least, because I have big plans for many changes that have not come yet. But this is going to be a sneak preview into how it's going so far. And one of the reasons we're going to do this on YouTube and do it via a sort of a tour mode like this in a stream is because one of the problems with the No Man's Sky mechanic, I think, is that they haven't quite worked out how to get other people to come to your base so easily. You know, it's a bit of a mess. You go to other people's bases and there's walls missing and objects missing. I've seen other people's bases. Some of them are amazing, and one of them in particular stands out in my mind. It's known as the Asylum, you know, it's definitely well worth a look. So there's some amazing bases out there, but the mechanics aren't perfect. I do think that if you're on latest gen consoles like PS5, it works a lot better. I think PC players probably have a lot better time. One thing to note about this game for those who haven't played it is that it is completely cross-platform. You can play with your PC friends and your Xbox friends. There's no issue at all. That happened a long time ago in this game. It's been around since 2016, but it's probably only become really good in about the last 12 months, and I only found out about it about 2 months ago, and I can tell you, if you haven't tried it, it's absolutely amazing. Doesn't mean run out and buy it necessarily, because it's not necessarily for everyone. It's relaxing. It's got some combat elements, but it's nothing like Apex, which is the game that most people who are here would be used to. Though it has got some elements, and after playing this for a while, I can tell you it does affect your Apex negatively a little bit, because you think that you can fly with jetpacks, and the whole dynamic of shooting is a little bit different, but there's some similar aspects otherwise. Anyway, so that's the idea. Now I'm just going to take you on a quick tour around my bases. Now you can see here I'm standing at my teleporter terminal, and you can see all of my bases actually. Some of them have got screenshots, not all of them do. I've even got one called Kikmai Cheese Toast Planet, which is where Cheese Toast got set up his first base, and I set up a base alongside his. I've got quite a few. You can see some nice screenshots here, lovely views, and this is some of the amazing views you'll see around No Man's Sky. It's a game of unlimited universe. I can't remember, Blake told me the stats one time, something like 700 quadrillion planets. There's over 1 trillion systems. It really is an entire universe. There's a lot of space stations I've been here to. So these are a lot of the bases. Now, where we're going to start this is with a warp. We're going to go to Kikmai Base Camp. And Kikmai Base Camp is where it all started. You can see a quick screenshot there. We're going to go there specifically to show you around Kikmai Base Camp. Kikmai Base Camp is where I started. I started the game, had no idea what was going on. I ran around trying to work it out, and eventually I was told to build a base. So I built a base. It was on a radioactive planet. I didn't realize that was a bad idea at the time. And I thought it would be really well protected in a valley. You know, I saw mountains, I saw a valley. I thought, great, valley protection, fantastic. I didn't really know what that was going to mean in terms of aesthetics and dirt and all sorts of things. And here we are in Kikmai Base Camp. So this is where I started. So this is just a little bit of quick nostalgia and a bit of a view as to where I started and how I made my first base. So you can get a sort of a comparison. So we just came through this teleporter. This lets you teleport between your bases, space stations, other places you've visited, even other people's bases. And you can see we come straight out into, oh god, this thing is a biofuel reactor. Don't touch these. You need it to begin with. You manually insert carbon and other things into it, but it's horrible. In fact, I'll use it now just so we can see how bad it is. I'll stick a ton of oxygen in there because I've got a lot of oxygen. And when we stick, look, 1800 oxygen, that's a lot. For a new starter, that's a lot of oxygen together. Now that's going to last us, there you go, an hour. That's a lot of usage of oxygen just for an hour of power. Didn't mean to rhyme, poet didn't know it, I know. But an hour of power, that's really not very good because that's an hour of real time. If I go away or log off and go away for an hour, I come back an hour later, my base has no power. So that's a very, very manual way going out and gathering oxygen and carbon to get power. It's horrible. Now, I can store power in my batteries. I've got a battery here and I made this awesome battery room, very tight, as you can see. And then out the back, I've got these solar panels on the ground, which was a huge advancement when I got to making solar panels. I didn't know about them at first. You see this one's kind of buried under the ground, and that's something I'm going to get into in a moment. I've got an oxygen harvester here, which was kind of to harvest oxygen to power the base. There's nothing in it at the moment. It hasn't been used for ages. And this is out the back of the base. In fact, let's just go around to the front door. Go out the back. Around we go. This is my valley. I thought, you know, what a great protected valley here on this radioactive world. You can see down here in the bottom left, my radiation is, well, it's actually protected because I got a lot of protection now in my exosuit. But the orange bar there will start going down eventually because this is a radioactive planet. Very good for mining uranium and other radioactive type resources, but not very good otherwise. I actually started it because I found shelter in this cave from my first storm. And it ended up being a fantastic little cave to mine cobalt and all sorts of very valuable resources. It was my first real source of money. I won't get too much into the nostalgia here. This is meant to be a quick tour. Here I've got some landing pads. I've got one landing pad here, which you can see is mostly under dirt. It's like a regrowth of dirt and disuse. I haven't been here for quite a while. This is my first time in about 2 weeks I've been here. And under here is another landing pad, and just to prove it, I'm just going to quickly blast away some of this dirt so you can see. Yep, there's my landing pad there under the dirt. There it is. Yep, we can uncover it, and there's my landing pad. Anyway, I'm not going to bother too much here, but the point being that all this dirt has grown back over. There's something to do with base terrain edits that I did not understand at first. We've even got Mr. Oxygen Plant here. We'll just get rid of him because I think he's going to be a pain in the bum shooting at me. Bye-bye. And, you know, this base is overgrown with terrain. And it's because I'm in a valley. And I had to mine out of a lot of terrain. In fact, I made this amazing, what I thought was amazing mine shaft. It's completely useless because first time I think Blake came to my, or Cheese Toast God came to my base, it regrew all the dirt. It's horrible, actually. So this is all made out of timber. This is a reasonably cool looking base still. It's a little base. You know, well, it's actually a big base by a lot of people's standards. If you look at any of Cheese Toast God's bases, he's got 2 small buildings and he thinks it's enormous. So it's not to that level, but it is a small base by big base building standards. I've got a save point out here where I can chart the sector. I've got my own signal booster where I can check for buildings throughout this planet. There we go. Locate nearby structures. There we go. See, look I can look throughout the planet for buildings that may be in my vicinity. One thing that may not be obvious to those who haven't played it before is that in No Man's Sky, the planets are pretty much planet-sized. I haven't mapped it out and tried to walk, but you know, that building that I just found over there, you can see it's not too far away. It's about 682 U. I've probably got a save beacon somewhere on this planet. There it is. There's a save beacon. If I walk in this direction, it will take me, as it says on there, 2 hours of walking. That's a damn long way away, and it's nowhere near the edge of this planet. All the planets are fully planet-sized. I could fly literally 2 hours, or walk literally 2 hours to get there. It's very, very far. Anyway, so here's the front door. A couple of lights at the front door. Fantastic. Go in the front door. Some mushrooms have sort of grown in here. It's a bit disheveled and overgrown. Needs a bit of TLC. I've got a couple of storage containers, which I thought were the most amazing thing ever. You get way too much stuff to hold in No Man's Sky, and then all of this is holding a bunch of things, which I thought was great. Eventually you run out of space, you make another one, then you run out of space in that one. It all starts with a thing called the base computer. I've got its own little special room in here. It's Kikmai base camp. Here we go. And going into that just lets you update your screenshot and things like that. And then I go through into this room, this little hallway, which was amazing at first. Now you can see it's overgrown with plants and all sorts of garbage here. Really needs some maintenance, this place. This storage container has some more stuff in it. Fantastic. And I kind of started running out of room to make storage containers. And actually we're already back at the start. Here's my teleporter. A little bit more, a couple of refiners, so they could finally start refining some materials. One last storage container, which you can see is basically under dirt now. And that brings me to my point here. Here is what I thought was my amazing secret mining shaft. And you can see that it's just dirt. So if I actually blast this away, you're going to find a door down here. You're going to find a bunch of dirt down here, which I can blast away. And you'll find a light here, which is covered by dirt. You'll find, well, it's like discovering, it's like Journey to the Center of the Earth 2021. And God, what do we got here? Some more runways here that I built through my mine shaft. This was an amazing mine shaft once upon a time. But that was before I found out that mine shafts don't last, because base edits eventually get covered up by the game. It's something to do with the mechanic of it just can't keep that much memory about people's bases in the server. So they eventually get rid of it. I think I've hit a dead end. Somewhere down here I'll eventually hit a door. I end up in my cave, and it was this nice little way of me going through my mine shaft to get to my cave and mine things in the safety of no storms. Because storms, when you start out, can be quite deadly, especially if you don't know how to handle them. I can't even get out of this damn mine. Look at this. So help! I can't get out. Get away! Alright, I still can't get out. Alright, I don't know what to do here. Let's just tunnel through. Eventually I'm sure I've got to find the cave. I must eventually find it. Nope. Just keep tunneling and tunneling. Here we go. Found the cave. I'm in the cave. Somewhere here is a nifty little door that I made. I think it's here. Oh, I can't even find that. Anyway, not to worry. It's all a little bit irrelevant. I think the underlying point here was this base is kind of crappy. Now I've got my this is my exotic starship here. This is not what I started with. I started with a very crappy spaceship. I upgraded that. I repaired an old one. Went to another starship, repaired that, found another starship, built that up, and eventually I got to kind of the one I got now. Now what I started doing when I realized I needed a lot of resources is I made this awesome autonomous mining sort of section out here. And this is the thing. I just want to come up here for one reason, is because No Man's Sky may have over a quadrillion planets, but the terrain is permanent. You can remember terrain, so I can go up here and tell you there's going to be some autonomous miners right here. There they are. I left them here about a month and a half ago, and they're still sitting there mining uranium. Good on you, boys. And if I go up here, there's some more. There's going to be two sets, in fact, on this copper deposit and this copper deposit. Watch as they appear. They're a little bit slow to update. they're there, and here they are here too. Yep, they've been there for absolutely months. I'm not even going to bother to pull out the copper, I don't need it anymore. I've got a much better resource now called emerald. And there's some magnetized ferrite, one over here I do believe, maybe on this copper, maybe over here. Either way, point being that the terrain is permanent. I remember this like the back of my hand. I remember touring over there and all the troubles I had and around my base and so on. And in the meantime, I've built this exocraft, which you see me driving now. It's very, very good. It's fast and it can slide out like crazy. Check that out. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's really a lot of fun to drive. You can drive around mining. You need these dihydrite crystals. In fact, I do need these crystals right here. I can get out my mining laser. Anybody who's seen me mining with my normal mining tool will see that's very slow. And you can see that is very fast. I just sucked that all up like a vacuum, or as they'd say in the UK, Hoover. That was for Leo. Multiple, yes, there is. There's in total, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different exocraft, I believe. There's a submarine, there is a bike, there's a hovercraft. This one that I'm driving right now is my favorite. Fantastic for just, going around the planet mining stuff. You can see I can mine these things here. I can get carbon, I can get some pure ferrite, uranium, all sorts of things just by mining it with my mining laser. And in fact, they actually have a racing system in this game. I haven't sort of started it yet, but you have racing starts and racing timers. You can build race tracks and just race around them in these exocraft once you're on planet side. Although the game is played in space, you do fly from planet to planet all around the universe, but obviously, this is the planet side part of the game, and the planet side part of the game is enormous. It's immense. There's a lot of things to discover. On this planet, I've had many adventures underwater, and I find myself going underwater and coming out into underwater caves, pockets of air, to save myself before I drown. It's quite unbelievable. But anyway, yep, that's right. Yeah, you can race around in different vehicles. I will show you all the vehicles soon. So that was the quick, we'll call it in inverted commas, quick tour of my original base camp. Now I could warp back to my original base through the teleporter you just saw, but we're going to fly. Seems you haven't seen the flying yet. So I'm now at my ship. You can see I've got an S-class ship, which is the best possible ship you can have. I haven't got all the slots yet. In fact, it's still not quite got as many slots as my old one. But a lot of upgrades here. You can see hyperdrive, photon cannons, phase beams, my positron ejector, which is amazing DPS. You start out at about 2,000. You can see that says almost 9,000. Very strong. A lot of upgrades in my exosuit. I won't go through all those. Multi-tool. My multi-tool is the best you can possibly get. So, and here's all the stuff I just mined in my exocraft. In fact, I really need those things. I'm just going to grab those. I'm almost out of dihydrogen, as you can see, and I need that for my freighter. And there you go. So now we're going to fly back to my my base, and my proper base, and I thought we'd do it by flying there and warping, so you can see the warping mechanic. Just going to recharge that while I can. What else have we got in this exocraft? I'll just grab all this while I can. Oh, I can't put it in my freighter, can I? We'll get all that later. Alright, there we go. I've emptied it out. Okay, we're ready to go. Systems are good. We're in my ship. Sounds quite cool, as you can hear. This is my cockpit. What's really cool about this particular ship is it's got really cool retracting wings. So I'm just going to go to external view for a moment so you can get to see it. There's my ship externally. And we'll fly up into the air. And there they go. The wings go down and they become like a veritable knife as I fly away. And this is called an exotic spaceship. It's very hard to find. So this is not what you'd be starting with. You start with a basic shuttle. And it takes you a long time to upgrade them as well, but it's much easier to fly, I think, from the cockpit. Have a quick look around this planet. You can see that there's eventually we'll find some water. Where is the water? There's big oceans on this planet. It's a radioactive planet, but it's got a lot of oceans. I can fly up into the clouds and we'll see some meteors going down over there. Quite finding the water that I'd expect. Where's the water? Water! I'm parched. I need a drink. Alright. Right, we'll fly into the clouds. Can't see much, it's nighttime there anyway. Off we go into space. Yeah, yeah, it's something like that. It's like Boba Fett's ship, I think, Rebecca. Good comment, actually. It does. It reminds me a lot of Boba Fett's ship in Star Wars. I'm sure there's something like that in Star Trek as well. But so this is the planet as you can see it from outside. You know, you can probably see some oceans if we look over there. There you go. There's some water down there, so we could head down to that water if we wanted to jump in the water. There's more waterways over there. You can see them if your screen's big enough. More waterways, and there's entire oceans on this planet, which is pretty cool. But that is the starting planet, which was I think this was my whole original starting place. I don't think anybody's ever been to this system. I discovered, I think, all of these planets. You can have a quick look around here. Discoveries, here we go. Eblenu 7. Now some people, oh, in fact I haven't discovered all these planets. That's how much time I've spent in this system. I eventually left this system. Some people may recognize the name of this planet as named after somebody very close to me. And what's interesting about this is that the name of this, for anybody who doesn't know my daughter's name, it's Emma. We named this planet Emma Numas. It was originally called Numas. It's now called Emma Numas. 1 month ago or more. And so she's now got a permanent named planet in the game, which is kind of cool. Everybody in the game sees that. If anybody ever comes to this system, they'll come to this planet. It will be called Emma Numas, because E17, because and 17 is her favorite number, because that's how it works. You can upload your discoveries, rename them, and it goes onto the central database, and everybody then plays with that information if they ever come to your system. And there are reasons they might eventually, but most of the time they don't that much. Now there's a space station in pretty much every system. They're not always available, but they're generally there. We could fly to that space station, but we're not going to. We could fly to other planets. You know, I can give you a quick idea as to how quickly you can fly around places. This is, now you can see down in the bottom right hand corner, I'm going about 5,700 units per second now. On the planet surface I can go about 300 units per second. You can see some save beacons. I've put around this planet just to remind me of where important places are. That's probably a portal, which is a very important place. It lets you travel to other places in the universe with a kind of an IP address of sorts. And there we go. Right, we're going to get out of here because I've spent way too much time on the nostalgic base tour. We're going to go now to the galaxy map. Now the galaxy map shows you just how big this place is. This is a tiny, tiny little part of the universe. And Eblenu 17 is where I started. It was 17 not because Emma named it, but because it was actually called Eblenu 17 right from the beginning. And Wendov UPS is where I really have spent all my time. It's an affluent, we'll just select it quickly here. It's an affluent society. It's 3-star economy, so it's a really great place to be. It's got a lot in it. It's got some good planets, and you can see a lot of named systems around it because I've been to a lot of those systems, including a lot of them are places which other players go to, so you do run into other players occasionally. But what's quite interesting is if you look in the top left, you'll see Galactic Core Euclid Galaxy, 719,793 light years away from the galactic core. Traveling to that galactic core, which is one of the targets of this game, I think would take you something in the range of 3 real days of time, because it's very, very far. You can probably travel about 500 light years per 30 seconds, I reckon. So it's going to take a long time to travel 719,000. The closest I've been is 651,000. I've got a base named 651,000. I think it's even 588,000. But anyway, the point being that it's very, very big. And if I just go into free look quickly and just head through the galaxy, you'll start seeing just how far it goes. And all of these are systems that you can go to. You can see the stats popping up, every single one of them. You can go to all of these systems, you can visit all of them, you can adventure through all of their planets and find amazing things. I think in my expeditions stream yesterday I saw swimming birds, and I've been to a planet where I found flying fish, no joke, and it wasn't a bug. The fish were flying. They had little jet streams coming out the back, and I've never seen it on any other planet. It was unique to that planet. It's quite incredible. Anyway, I think you get the idea. So now we're going to travel at light speed with my hyperdrive to Wendorf UPS, I do hope, if I can actually get it to select it. How do I select it? Here we go, Wendorf UPS. Okay, and off we go. Warp. Light speed away. Time for a quick interlude and drink while we warp. I think we're traveling about 163 light years right now. Ish. I didn't check. And here we are in Wendorf UPS. Now I discovered this, as it says, but some of the planets have been discovered by Cheese Toast God. I think, in fact, if we look around to where's Icanthia Beta? Oh, there you go, Flavo Tau, discovered by Cheese Toast God. In fact, I think here's my main planet, Blue Omega, and this planet, Icanthia Beta, that would be discovered by Cheese Toast God. And over there, where my snow base is, Ellsworth M40, that's where Cheese Toast God started. So anybody who knows him, and I think everybody does, you'd probably be watching this, that's where we all started. Okay, now this is a bit unexpected. I've got some pirates coming in and scanning me. They're going to discover I have quite a lot of expensive material on me, 13 million worth, and they're going to try and fight me. If I just get close to the space station, they'll help me fight them. That's not going to be hard. I've got a very powerful ship now. These fights are never likely to be too hard, but you get an idea of the space combat. It's not this easy at the beginning, but yeah, you can see I cleaned him up. My ship is very strong. This positron ejector does 9,000 DPS, and you see I'll wipe him out in about 2 shots if I can actually catch up with him by then. There you go, 2 shots. 2 more guys to go. Fighting strong freighters is a lot harder. Some big space battles, if you get into them, could be a lot harder than this. But this is not going to be too hard, I don't think. Missed it. And one more. Alright. Oh, thought it was done. They're all dead. See you later. Alright, while we're in space, I'll just show you quickly. This is not part of the tour, but you can mine rocks. We're not going to do that for very long, but that will get you lots of resources. At the beginning of the game can be quite useful. Right, we're at the space station. Now, where is my planet gone again? The Blue Omega. Where did that bloody thing go? It's the one with the rings! The big blue one with the rings! There it is. Okay. My capital ship is over there. We're going to fly screaming past that. We'll come back to that later. Here we go. This is not light speed. This is not hyperdrive. This is called pulse drive. You can see in here I've got my pulse drive, pulse engine going at the moment. They're going quite fast. The speedometer can't even keep up with it. But it's not warp speed. Now, here on this planet is my main base. I'm just going to whiz by here. I've got a local trade outpost, so I've built my base quite close to some cool places. A trade outpost here. There'll be a very large, I think, very globy looking thing over here. What's it called? It's called a Planetary Artifact Center. Here we go. Here it is. These are already built into the original place. And over here I've got my own settlement, which I've been building up. I'm the overseer of this settlement. I've built quite a lot of the buildings in here. It's actually a whole community of people. They're all NPCs, but it's a whole community of people. We're not going to stop here because it'll take a bit of extra time. And this teleporter right here, we'll look at that later. And then we come up on the hill. And here the base tour starts, right? So this is my base. We'll first of all land at the landing pad. Welcome to Blue Mountaintop. Please watch your arms and legs as you depart the vehicle. Right, and here we are. I've got a couple of guest landing pads over here. and the main landing pad here. And the first thing you'll notice probably is these exocraft here. Now, if Leo's still listening and still watching, yes, there's more than just the exocraft here that I was driving before. They're lined up like big transformers on a hill. This one's the biggest one, it's called the Colossus. Great for collecting a lot of stuff, but a bit slow. The Roma, which is quite quick and kind of multi-purpose. The Pilgrim, which is like a motorbike, very fast, a lot of fun. Not so much space to collect stuff, but good for exploring. And then you've got the Nomad, which is a hovercraft, quite cool. Medium space, good for exploring, a lot of fun to drive, doesn't hit things too often, obviously it's a hovercraft. And you've got the Minotaur, which is a beast. Very strong, impervious to a lot of damage, really good in heavy fights. How's the bike standing on its own? Good question. The bike. So it's on its own little... this is the bike... What do they call this? A geobay. Let's just have a quick look at the geobay construction. Here you go, geobay construction. You've got the... summoning station. You've got the Pilgrim geobay there. So that's what we've actually made to make this. And it is sitting on top of it. I can summon it back if it's gone away, because I can take this all around the universe with me. But it's just sitting here at the moment, ready to use. And you'll notice that if you look over here, there's an enormous cliff. And straight down there is not much. But, you know, the idea is my exocraft are all ready to go. But what's very cool is I can put one of these exocraft summoning stations down in a system anywhere I like. And I can then summon all of the exocraft I've made, which is all of these, to anywhere in that star system, which is brilliant. So when I encounter a new star system and I get interested in it, I get the resources to put down an exocraft summoning station, and then I can summon them straight from here to anywhere from anywhere in the universe to that spot, to that system, and explore that system, which is fantastic. So you get an idea here. You can look around at my base. You can see it from a bit of a distance. It's a little bit bigger than the other one you saw. We'll get into it in a moment. We'll start off with the lifestyles of the unit rich and famous. Units, of course, being the currency in this game. I only have 273 million units at the moment. It's a little bit more than you start with. If you use certain methods, it can be a little bit easier to make money, but after the first couple of times of finding out about that, I've done it all with the most normal playing methods I possibly can. I had 500 million, but I spent a lot on my ship. And this is the first thing that I'll show you, is an antimatter reactor. Makes antimatter, and it's right here next to the space landing pad because it's used for warping, so you can go to different systems with your antimatter. Anyway, so we get off the landing pad and starting the base tour. So first of all, having a look at my base here, you know, it's a reasonably sized structure, bigger than probably any other base I've ever seen. I've got a door here at the bottom, but we'll go in the front door. This is the front door, and in we go, in the front door of the base. Now here we sort of stand in a sort of reasonably low roof, some lighting and so on. We have right here straight away a shop. We can go into the shop, and this lets us buy and sell anything we want, from the exosuit, the freighter, my ship, and so on and so forth. But anybody who's played this game will know all of that. It's a galactic trade terminal. Lets me trade throughout this entire system. Now when you look down here, you'll see my main living room area, surrounded by windows. Have a few tables and sofas and so on set up, and some lighting. But most importantly, I've got this glass bottom floor, and as you venture over here, you'll start seeing that the glass bottom floor goes all the way over the edge of the cliff, which is meant to be one of the interesting features of the place, of course. The fact that you can stand here on this glass bottom floor and not fall, that's kind of cool. Now here we've got a little bit of a sort of a museum of sorts. So anybody who saw my stream yesterday, that's Expedition 4, it's just started. This is the rewards from Expedition 3, in fact all of these things. And I've got one sort of surprise coming later for anybody who cares about expeditions on this stream. stay tuned for that. This is Expedition 3. That's the logo, the what do they call that? Decal. Of course, decal, here it is, the cartographer's expedition decal. And then you've got this little bloke here, this glowy sort of bloke, and all of these decorations, they were all part of Expedition 3. So this is my little Expedition 3 sort of show cabinet place, and there's my glass bottom floor. And this is the living room, and that's about it. I actually had some bubbles here that I used to display, but they disappeared at some point. I don't know if somebody stole them or what. Now under here you can see I've got some plants growing. We've got cactus, a lot of cactus. Actually, cactus takes a long time to grow. It's about 16 hours. This is a hydroponics system here. Thank you, Rebecca. That's lovely. I'll cheers to that. I'll pause for a moment looking at the cactus and have a quick drink. Ah, lovely. So this is the ground floor, and over here I have some nip buds growing in another hydroponics place, and my construction research unit. I can research some blueprints here. Most of the blueprints come from what's known as the anomaly, and I have here my save point. And if I go around the corner here, we'll see where I started this video is right here at this base terminus teleporter. This is where we first warped. In here you can see my base computer on its little pedestal, which is the heart of the whole base. I have here an appearance modifier. Just to demo that, you can change your look. Oh dear. Oh, I don't want to discard my changes. I like my current setup. My banner has my Expedition 3 special thing on it. What else have I got? I'm just going to save that in case I'm discarding anything. Righty ho, and then you can see I can change my head, all different sort of helmets. I can change my race, blah blah. Very cool, but all of this stuff, perhaps, all of this stuff, you know, wouldn't mean much to the person who hasn't played it. But all of this is the whole Quicksilver armor outfit. These shoulder pads, the torso, the gloves, the legs, it's all stuff that's earned through Quicksilver missions, weekend missions, special missions. The helmet, it's all special. Took quite a long time to get all of that. I'm working on getting the new backpack. I haven't quite got that. This is the original backpack. And yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time going through all that, but we have an appearance modifier here. We have all the cactus growing there. So this is the base floor. Windows everywhere, so you can see outside because it's a lovely view. You don't want to miss it. This planet, although others don't seem to find that, but this planet is known as a paradise planet. And what a paradise planet means is that there's no storms. So I don't have to run in going, get me out of the damn storm. I'm going to die from the radiation. I'm going to die from the toxicity. I can just chill outside. I still need to use life support. In fact, you'll notice this white bar down the bottom left is running out a little bit. I'm just going to recharge that with my life support. I can just get some life support gel. I've made lots of them. You see I have 150, and now I have lots of life support. But there's no storms, there's no danger. I can just chill on this planet. It's paradise, absolutely paradise. You know, you wouldn't notice all the little touches, but all of these panels took a long time to make to get it just right. So I've got a door I can go in and out, and there we go. There's the base floor, the ground floor, as we'll call it. Now, what we'll probably do is we'll just skip out to where I grow the mushrooms. Now, we've got some plants across the back here, star bulbs. These are all very useful in making some very expensive stuff. I can just show you quickly. Making these things. You can see here, cryo pumps. Look, 12 million units just for those, 8 of those. I can make things that are worth 15 million units each. Look, those superconductors are worth 30 million for the 20 of them. So I'm making some very expensive stuff here, but it takes a lot of growing flowers and things like that. And it's not completely that complex, but once you get into it, not that hard technically, but yeah, you need to grow certain flowers and mix certain things together, and you make a lot of money. But I've got Gravitino balls here, I've got sac venom, I've got albumin pearls, and I've got star bramble. They're all growing in this lovely little green area down here. Now, We'll move, no, not upstairs, we'll move downstairs. So I've got a little special basement out the back. We'll just show you that. There's a little door here to a secret basement. You wouldn't notice unless I told you about it, probably. We dig into the ground, not too much because I don't want to spoil all my base edits. In fact, you can check my base edits. You can see if I do a base element. Here we go, bottom right hand corner, you can see on the just below where it says pure ferrite, on the bottom right hand corner says base terrain edits, and that circle's almost done. So I'm right on the edge of the terrain edits I can do. I can't do many more, but that's okay. It works nicely. Under here I've got just enough dirt scraped away to grow my mushrooms. In fact, they're still growing. I harvested them not that long ago. You can see all under here I've got mushrooms growing everywhere. That's well, you can't crash into a planet at light speed. Once you're going in light speed Leo, it will sort of guide itself and warp to the next system. And when you're in the pulse engine mode, when you get near a planet, the ship will detect it and it will slow down into a slower speed because there's planetary interference, and it will force the engines to slow down in pulse engines. So it's quite an intelligent ship. So you can't crash into it at light speed. You can crash into asteroids, but once you've got good shields, they don't do too much damage, and once you're in pulse drive, you'll pretty much brush straight past them. So not too much of a concern there. I think mushrooms should be grown in the basement. So this is my special little basement mushroom growing area. Through here I've got some more sort of ground dwelling sort of plants under the house here. I've got my Facium here and my Mordite here, all growing under the house, which is where they should be growing, I think. So that's my basement. Secret little basement, but quite cozy. Yes, yeah, no, totally. No, you wouldn't. I think if you did, you'd be. If you could actually physically interact with things at light speed, I think you might die, Leo. I think that might be a horrible death. It'd be very quick. There wouldn't be too much pain about it. There'd be that moment where you go, oh, and that would be it. I think. You may have a fraction of a second to think about it. Now, all right, I'm moving up to the second floor. Here's my blue floor. I grow here some blue plants. This is all frostwort. And in fact, I'm going to show you how you harvest this. I just pick it up. You know, now it's back to a little bugger like this. You know, he's going to take about another 4 hours, I think, to grow back to full height like this. But I actually do need to pick these up because frostwort or frost crystals are used to make glass, and I use a hell of a lot of glass to make this base. I've used so much glass, it's ridiculous. You can see my glass floors here. It lets me see through. So it's fantastic. Because glass everywhere. You want glass. You want to be able to see stuff. You don't want to be boxed into some aluminium place that you can't see outside. You know, you can look out here, look out the window, lovely view. I'm on the mountaintop. This is called Blue Mountaintop for a reason. I'll show you some more of the base in a moment, but you can see the landing pads out there, my ship. And we'll have some guests come to the landing pads occasionally, and all my exocraft. It's fantastic. So this is the blue floor. Now, what I'm also going to show you is that there's a secret part of the blue floor. It's where really the heart of the whole base is. And it's my special room under the stairs. So we go under here, and then through the door here, and we find in here, first of all, I've got the command room. This is my command room with a desk, some servers, some monitors and things here. You can see, you know, I can't sit on the chair, but I can spin it around. I could try and sit on it. Let's see if I can sit on it. I can jetpack up to it. Here we go. Let's try and sit on the chair. There we go. I don't think I quite sat on it. We tried and we failed, but we sat down. This is the desk. We've got a little nice little waiting area over here, some bushes and things to make it nice. And the reason that this control room is here is because it's watching over the very important and heart of the whole base, the battery room. And if you come in here, you'll see all of these batteries. You can actually hear them whirring away, storing power. There is an enormous power requirement for this base. Most bases, just to put this in context, you have a look at all these batteries here. I think I have 9 per row, so that's 9, 18, 27, 36. 36 batteries in this room. They store 45,000 kp each, and you can see in here they are busy storing power right now. I use over 1100 kp for my base, and I have 3750 kp, which I need a lot of power to charge the batteries, because at night there is this is only, unfortunately, there is no underground power source available in the area of this base. It's only powered by the sun. So I have solar panels powering the whole thing, and I have a hell of a lot of solar panels, 75 of them to be honest, and they need to store all this power in the batteries, so the batteries will store enough power to keep the whole base running overnight. I have had situations where suddenly in the middle of the night I hear and then all of the power is gone. Oh, who's that? I've finally changed my name and PFP. Is that Leo? Is that Leo? Leo, if that's you, say, it's me, Leo. Give me a big, it's me, Leo. Yeah, there you go, Leo. Thank you, Leo. Nice raising of the hands. Quick round of applause. Well done for changing your name. Nice. Good work, Leo. Good job, man. Alright, so look, we've got the control computer. Look, a lot of this is decoration, but this is my imagination running wild. We've got computers monitoring over the whole battery room. We've got, you know, a big computer terminal here, some servers, you know, some storage panels. This is the nexus. You know, if this room was destroyed, don't tell anybody who might destroy my base, but if this room was destroyed, I wouldn't have any power, and my base would be pretty much broken. That's why I have the weapon rack right here, just in case we have some attackers. Grab a weapon, go out there and kill them to death, and protect the base. Right, so that's the control room and the battery room. Very important rooms. We'll go back out from under the stairs now, and then we'll head up the stairs to the next floor. And on this floor you see really the heart of the game, which is all of your goddamn items in the storage containers. Now, you saw these storage containers at the other place. You can have a maximum of 10 storage containers, and you can see I can look in this one. It's the same stuff you saw, if you remember, at the first base, because they travel around with you all over the universe. Storage container 0 will always have storage container 0's stuff in it. Storage container 1 will always have storage container 1 stuff in it, and so on. I have storage container 2 with all my metals. I have storage container 3 with special metals. I have storage container 4 with storm crystals, gravitino balls, plant stuff, and so on. And then you go around the back, and here's more storage containers. Number 5, you can see the numbers up here: 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I think I've got a lot of stuff in here that I really need to sell. A lot of bromide salt. So there's all the storage containers, but that kind of allows you to store a lot of extra stuff. As you can see, if you look through this, I've got a lot of stuff, and my starship's kind of smashed with space. My multi-tool's full. My exocraft's got a bit of a space. My freighter, which we'll get to later, has a bit of space, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. I think the probably the hardest part of the game for newcomers is running out of space non-stop until you start to get more and more space, and you get a base and freighters and things like that. Then you start to find more and more space. And on this floor, you'll also see the yellow bright plants growing. My gamma roots over here, gamma weeds, and my selenium on the solar vines over here. So it's very bright. This floor. Now up here over the back we have, first of all, we have a very large refiner here. This refiner lets you input 3 different materials at once. It can be used for things like building, let's see, dihydrogen plus I can't remember now. God, it's so long since I used the refiner, I haven't needed to use it for a while. Dihydrogen, something else would give me deuterium, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. We'll not bother wasting time refining stuff. But you can input as many as 3 different materials at once and get output. In fact, thank you, I've got some pure ferrite here I forgot that I made. I'll just take that while I'm here. And we'll put that in my cargo. Thank you very much. I needed that. Obviously I get quite efficient at putting all this stuff away. It's happened a lot before. We'll do all that later. Okay, so that's my big refiner. And then over here I have some medium level refiners under the stairs. Very good for putting lots of different things. In fact, I think I did some pure ferrite in here too. Yes, I did. Indeed, thank you. That's one that we baked in the oven before the show. We'll just show the final product, and look at this cake, baked to perfection. Okay, so, and then over here we have some nutrient processors. These can be used to turn, oh, in fact, oh, there's some cream that I made earlier. Thank you very much, I'll have that. We can stick in some, what do we stick in? Stick in some poo? I don't know, what does poo make? Oh, I didn't know that, it makes yeast. In fact, I've never done that before. This faecium is from animal excretions. Anybody who saw the stream yesterday would recognize it from the little beast I was riding around on. And I've never made this before, so let's make it. Let's make some wild yeast. Off we go. Let's go. We'll leave that processing. We'll come pick it up later. I have 3 of those. We can make all sorts of food, creams, all sorts of things in there. And then finally, I've got this little deck up the back, which is all my staff. Come and meet the team. G'day, Hireling Utosivu. How are you doing, mate? Very good. He said, which means you're an absolute legend, Kick My Dog. Fantastic to see you. I love it. Every time you come and visit me, I feel like I'm on top of the Blue Mountain. And that's why it's called the Blue Mountain Top Base. Here he says, Traveler friend, you taunt me. I don't taunt him. Not much. I poke him in the back occasionally, but you know. You taunt me each time you enter and leave this home of ours. You see the world and all I see is the world of glass. Now he's right about one thing. In fact, he's never said this to me before, but it was completely impromptu. But he's right, it is a world of glass. This whole base, I've made sure there is glass everywhere. You see glass floors, glass windows, glass freaking everything, and you will see a lot more glass very soon. So he's right. He's right. I see the world, and all he sees is a world of glass. Fantastic. Well done, Hireling Utosivu. You've done well. Grant me some small comfort, Traveller. Collect images of the places you visit so that my eyes may follow yours. Well, I think we can accept that. I don't think I'll decline a request like that. I think that's very reasonable. Oh, he's already taken the liberty of loading the image requirements into my multi-tool. Well, thank you very much, Hireling Utosivu. That's very thoughtful and proactive of you. Good job. Let's just point at him, and then give him a quick thumbs up. Good on you, and thank you. Nice one. Nice one. Exactly. All right, now I've got some more things to say to you, Hireling Utosivu. Now, Rebecca wants me to pass on the message that you should be goddamn thankful, you ingrateful little geck. All right, so I didn't know about this. Suddenly we've entered the parental guidance part of the stream. Touch the overseer gently. Could be taken the wrong way. We'll take it the right way. We mean on the shoulder. Okay, boys and girls, that's all it means. Very good. And he says, I will wait out my days here until I am reborn again, until we repeat all this in a world beyond these worlds, as I repeat myself even now. Profound words. Thank you, Hireling. Let's leave him be. Let's not touch him. No, I don't think we'll touch him gently. We'll just leave him be for now. Leave the overseer be. His presence is a little unnerving. Would have been more unnerving if I touched him gently, I think. But I do feel it better that the overseer remains here where I can see them. And, you know, you can... Yep, there's the slap across the wrist if you do anything wrong. Rebecca's watching. Thank you for the comments, Rebecca. We'll move on to meet the rest of the team. G'day, Operator Entity Rish. He's the scientist on the team. Thank you for these words. Traveller, you gather data as you explore, do you not? I find myself hungry for information. Well, I find myself hungry for food. No, just thirsty for drink, I think. For details of the world beyond, thank you very much. And my current research requires fine-grained mineral analysis. Would you be able to assist? Well, yes. In fact, you are spot on. I am able to assist. I am able to give you data about the minerals I've discovered. And I know that when I do, as a spoiler alert, I'm going to be given some nanites. Perfect, Traveller. This will greatly aid my research. Please take these nanites as compensation for your work. I'm sorry about the spoiler. I knew it was coming. Oh, look. Oh my god, look at those. 355 nanites. Fantastic. That takes my nanite total to 497. I haven't got very many right now. You need these for upgrades, and they cost the S-Class. See these S-Class upgrades here? They cost about 600 nanites each. It's very good to have a lot of nanites. I don't have many right now. I spend them as soon as I get them, to be very frank, because the upgrades are very, very useful. And there we go. I got some nanites in my own base on my own crew platform. Fantastic. Thank you, operator Nish. Sorry, we'll just check his name again. Rish, thank you, operator Rish. We've changed scientists before. And then on to Liquidator Zoo. G'day, he's waving. Let's wave back. Thank you. G'day, how you going? Over here, is this no, I don't think it's a wave. No. I think I waved at the wall there or somebody outside. We'll wave at this guy. Why not? He waved at me. I waved back at him. G'day, Liquidated Zoo. How you going, mate? Alright. Now let's have a look at what he's got to say. He's been inspired by my actions to create a crafter multi-tool. Well, that's great. And I think he's going to give me one for free. This is the weapon that you hold and has many different uses. What he wants to do here, obviously, is give me a completely effing broken one. And I'm thinking, no. Okay, it's A-Class, that's pretty cool. That's actually very cool, to be frank. In fact, that's quite good. In fact, this is one of the best multi-tools I've ever seen. It happens to be the exact one I already have. I already have an A-Class unstable gravity stabilizer, very funny. It's almost like, yeah, he just chuckled. You can see him in the background chuckling. He thinks it's very funny. It's kind of a bit of a practical joke I think he's playing on me to give me a broken version of the one I already have. This is not what I want. I'm going to decline. Thanks anyway. Let's just see my multi-tool so we can check that. Hang on, where is my multi-tool? Swap multi-tool. There we go. That's what I have. The unstable gravity stabilizer. Yes, that's what he tried to give me. I have two of them, in fact, because I think I took the last one, the last garbage broken one that he gave me. We don't want to change. I think the one I've got is just fine right now. Where is it? Yes, I've still got it. Thank God for that. Now, there we go. Unstable gravity stabilizer. Right, moving on. And then here's the botanist of the crew, Hiling Supin Kisjo. It's very hard. It's very hard to pronounce this guy's name. Another Gek. The three races of this universe are the Geks, the Korvax, and the Vy'keen. I deal a lot with the Vy'keens, but the Geks are kind of funny little dudes. And here's another one of them. So Hiling Sipunk Kisjo. It's very hard to pronounce his name every time I try. And he's pursuing a new hybrid plant. Oh, that's interesting. And will I help him birth new life? Considerable plant samples. That's not bad, actually. I think I might accept that. Thank you. I will go out and gather you some plant samples out there in the field. And I'll bring you back some information. Absolutely, I'm up for that. And then moving on to the final station, which is manned by Officer Rosagnan. Good on you, Rosagnan. Now, I know what he's got for me. He's got a mission, and if I accept it, he's going to give me all sorts of stress about getting there really, really quickly, and I'm not going to like it. I'm just going to have a quick look at what he's got. Ooh, he's got a submarine S-Class, but I can't afford. Oh, I can afford it, but we'll get it some other time. So that's the crew up here on their own little panel. Thank you. See you later, guys. Catch you. Wave. Bye. So there's the crew of the base. Now most bases have crew. People can hire them. It takes quite some time, I guess, before you get through enough missions to get the base people, but eventually you do get them. Now, we're going to stop in here quickly. Just go up these stairs. There's a slightly special spot up here. And we'll have a look at what I call the guest bedroom. And here we go. This is one of the wonders of the base. This is pretty rare, actually. Most people don't bother to take the time to build a bedroom at all in their bases. But, you know, I've got a nice welcome mat here and, you know, some decoration. And they can look over my containers on the inside. And what they get to look out on is the barbecue area, which we're going to go out and have a look at in a moment. Some of the other parts of the base. Nice little view out here. So, you know, after we've finished the party and the guests want to crash, I haven't put a basin here. In fact, I probably should put one of those here, just in case you want to spew late at night. We might just put a dish. Might see if we can make that a bit bigger for people to spew in. There we go. That's good enough. It's a little bit makeshift, but we'll just put that there for now. Sorry, bit disgusting, but I'm thinking of the people who may have drunk too much at the party and they can't make it to the toilet in time. There we go. Right, leaving. That's the guest bedroom. But you know, it's obviously visible from here. You can see through the glass window here. It's quite a special little spot in the base. It used to be my main bedroom, actually, to be honest. But you know, since it's become now known as the guest bedroom, quite a nice little spot for guests to stay. So there we go. Now, I think we'll move out to the next part of the base, and here we are. One of my favorite parts of the base. This is what I call the bar area. It's the bar, the wine and dine, and it's been known mostly as the cocktails area. You can see here, we have the bar over here, and we have some music playing. Thank you, Bytebeat device. It's actually playing the Kick My Dog bar music, homegrown. It's meant to be a little bit jazzy, a little bit calm. Sit down, chill out in their seats, sit around the tables, look at the glass floor, look at the view. I'll sit down in a moment. I will sit down. Sit down. Sit. Got to jump onto the seat to sit on it. Challenge to sit down. But that's okay. We'll sit here. And looking around, you can see lovely reflective lights on the glass, a nice little setting, music playing, and very chill for a few drinks in the evening. Now I invite everybody to come and one day play No Man's Sky, and when they fix all the base issues, come and join me for a drink. There won't be just drinks, there'll be dancing, there'll be fun, there'll be competitions, there'll be games, there'll be people getting a little bit too into it, and there'll be people being boring. They'll probably be sitting over there in the corner somewhere. We'll need to go and give them a bit of a hassle and say, come on dude, what are you doing sitting over here in the corner? Don't be boring, come and join the party, that sort of thing. And then, you know, we're going to have some waiters here at the bar. Yeah, it's the happening place on the base. It's the bar, the cocktails area. You can see we've got some light tables, some places here to place your drinks on the edge, and yeah, pretty lit up, happening place. This is it. This is the cool place of the base. There we go. So you've seen the bar area, and nearby is the barbecue area. So out here on the rooftop, here's all the barbecues ready to cook your meat. Or halal, or veg, whatever you take. This is a equal opportunity program, and all are welcome. But what is not welcome is not barbecuing your food. You must barbecue because barbecues are bloody awesome, as we say in Australia. Barbecue your food, mate. It tastes better. And yeah, that's what this area is for. A couple of gazebos to protect you, overlooking the guest bedroom. Fantastic. And then most of all, you've got all of this space and area out here to look over the lovely view. We've got a part of the base out here which we'll get to very soon. And most importantly, you can see all the way down there to my settlement called Blue Houses on a Prairie, down there. There you go. So this is the rooftop and the bar, and if we run over here, we see the glass bottom balcony goes all the way around the base, so you can just have a look everywhere you go, all around the base. There we go, and all the way back around to the bar again. And if we jump in the door, we can find we've got many doors in and out. And last of all, I'll just show the powerhouse. Where does all the power come from? Now at the moment, no power comes from anywhere. I'm just going to fly up here. It's the only way to get up here, actually, my jetpack. And here you can see a lot of solar panels, all closed. You can see they are generating 0 kps right now. I have a lot of power stored in my grid. That's all the batteries downstairs you saw earlier. and I'm using a lot of power. I've got none available because it's damn nighttime, and in fact it tells you it's going to be night for another 9 minutes, so it's going to be dark. But you can see all of these solar panels, and there's a lot of them, all perfectly lined up. That doesn't come for free either, boys and girls, but there is a lot. There is 75 in total, because I need all of them to power everything. Lights, devices, machinery, and when the sun comes out it will actually start powering all of these solar panels, and then it pumps all of this via a wiring system. In fact, you can see this elaborate wiring system if I turn on the wiring. You see all these blue lines everywhere. Quite an elaborate wiring system across the whole thing. But I will turn that off. We don't need to see all the wires. And here's all my solar panels. That powers the whole base. And that's it. That's pretty much the whole roof is just solar panels. There we go. Right, now falling back off the roof. I'm not dying. Okay, whoa. I've actually fallen too far, but that's okay. This is the other side. Another door down the bottom. The other main door over here. Back to where we started. Here's the Galactic Trade Terminal. So if we go out this side, we have another little balcony here over the cliff. And then we're going to go through the first of what we'll find out are teleporters. So these teleporters are designed to take us to places in the base that are not easy to get to. They take a little bit of time to get to, a little bit of walking. As you can see, there's an enormous cliff down there, very large fall, and you'd have to walk all the way around there if you want to get to the other part of the base, so you don't need to. You just jump in the teleporter and boom, here we are. Very quick, lovely. And here you can see the very bright star bramble garden that I have. And these are collectible. The reason I've got so much star bramble here is it's very good for building some very expensive things that make a lot of money. It's also quite nice and bright, and star bramble happens to grow natively on this planet type, so I can actually plant it outside. I don't need to plant it on those hydroponics. You can have a quick look over here. There's the base from afar. Lovely. There we go. And then we go in to my little viewing area. This is my viewing area. You see it's surrounded here by star bramble. Quite a nice view. And then walking through to here, we can go to the left, and I have a biodome out here. A biodome which is growing some non-native plants to this planet, solar vines and gamma weeds. I can have a look over my settlement there, very good. And quite nicely, what's very nice about biodomes, you saw me harvesting the frostwort plants before. I had to do one at a time. I can just click that and boom, they're all harvested. Very cool thing about biodomes. Going back through here, I've got some more biodomes. I've got another one over here, which is also collecting frostwort, which I really need to make some more glass actually, so I'm going to collect all of that. You can see all the frostwort here. Fantastic. There we go. It's all now in my palm. Look at that, 1215 frost crystals. Brilliant. And then over here I've got some more frost crystals growing. I actually really needed those. I was completely out of them. I was making a lot of glass earlier. There we go, now it's much better. Alright, there we go. But also what you have out here is a nice view of the base. Looking back over here, you can see all my exocraft, they're lined up on the edge. The base, there we go. Probably far too much detail for most of you out there, but this is a base tour after all. What do you expect to get on a base tour other than a base tour? Now in here is my holographic room. This is one of the rewards of Expedition 3. It's a holographic representation of the system. You can go inside it. It's quite cool. Have a look at the planets as they travel around. That's quite cool. But otherwise, it just looks nice. There's not really much more to it. It just looks nice. And then, as you can see, I've got a nice view out here. It's lovely. And that's my viewing area of the base. And that, I think, that leaves us only to one or two more places. So I had this teleporter I got over here on. I've got another teleporter that takes me back up to the top floor. You can actually see the teleport cable taking me up there. Here we go. Back up to the top floor. And now I'm back up here in the outdoor area. I've got another little teleporter over here. Oh, let's just stop by this spherical creator. I can initiate spherification, and I get this big ball. It's meant to be for fun and games and parties. In fact, I can probably accidentally put it in the teleporter. I did. Whoops. Let's just make another one. I can shoot it. Shoot it off the edge. There it goes. You should see it go flying down the cliff. Where's it going? There it is, rolling down, rolling way down the hill. Bit of fun. Bounce it around at parties. Bounce it among all the people. Fun balls. There we go. Right, and then if we go into this teleporter over here, takes us down to another little place down here where we've got some miners on a nice little balcony. You can see we're below the base now. There's a base up there. And these are mining, I think, paraffinium for me. Yes, there we go. There's some paraffinium. So I've got a little local paraffinium mine here. I'll just charge that while I'm here. And I can take these. No, it doesn't really do that. Let's try again. There we go, paraffinium. Fantastic. Paraffinium can be used for a number of different things. You need resources to build stuff, basically. And here we go. There's all my paraffinium. And just in case I need some copper, there's a copper deposit over there, and you can see I've got some more miners. I have another little teleporter. I go over there. I'm not going to bother collecting it. But I've got a copper mine here. I've got see back up there, there's the paraffinium mine. And I can use the teleporters to just whisk around to all these different places. And now I'm back up at the base. Fantastic. Last thing I've got teleporters for, well, second last thing. The big finale is coming soon, but the last thing I would teleporters for is, if you have a look down here, you can see my teleporters. Oh, there's my ball. Go all the way down here, all the way down to my settlement. So we're going to go and have a quick look down at the settlement. That's where all of my people are living. There we go, we've gone through that teleporter. Next teleporter is actually down here, and the reason it's down here is a little bit tricky, but it's because it's actually in a separate base area. So I couldn't actually connect those up, because that was the edge of that base area. You have to claim the base areas, and this is the start of the new base area. I can teleport here, and then I can teleport to the next one, and then and then this is the base, which is called Connector Outpost, because I need this. And there by the way, is this is called a what are they called? Geo something. They take power from the ground. Here we go. What are they called? Electromagnetic generator. That's what they're called. Rather than having a million solar panels on your roof, like I have, you can see my base up there. You can have these extracting power from the ground. It's quite helpful. Very, very nice. But unfortunately, they don't reach up to my base. And it's a different base area, so I can't use them. I can only use them to power these teleporters, which is what I do. And then, okay, we go through there, and then one more teleporter, and I think, one last teleporter maybe. Where are we? Oh, my dear lord. Where is it taking? Where's my teleporter? I can see the cable. Where is my teleporter? Okay, well this is a monumental fail. What's happened to my teleporter? Okay, I have to build a new one. I don't know what has happened to that teleporter, but that's how you build a teleporter. Simple as that. Need to power it up. Let's grab power from this one. Hopefully I can stretch it to here. I think I can. Yep. Okay, it's powered. No, it's not powered. Oh dear, it's because it's in a different base area, isn't it? Oh dear me. This is not what should have happened. What it should have done is teleported me up to this final teleporter up here where my settlement is. But obviously that didn't happen. We'll just power it up from there. Hopefully that gives it power. And I'll have to just create one more teleport cable again. Yes, I know, I must attach it to the structure. Well, is it going to work? Oh, it did work. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's back. Oh, I see what's going on here. It was very slow to draw. So slow that I don't need that one. Here's the teleporter that should have been there all along. Sometimes the game can be a little bit slow. Anyway, that takes me to this final teleporter. You can see my base all the way up there, and here's my settlement. Speaking about drawing slow, you can see all of this should be occupied by buildings. but it seems to be having trouble drawing them. I don't know what's going on here. This is a landing pad. You can see the dirt has been cleared for it. And here's my... well, that's my save point. If I go inside, where is my buildings gone? Oh dear lord. Something's gone very wrong with my settlement. This might be some problem with the new patch. I haven't actually, to be honest, I haven't been here. Alright, we're not going to worry about that too much. If you have a look around here, you'll see plenty of people. Nope. Well, I can see some guy in there resting and some guy over there sniffing the produce. That sounds like we need to get the PG rating back out again for this. But looks like all the buildings are missing. Alright, well, that needs to go in a bug report. What I could probably do is save it and exit and come back in. But I think what we'll do is we'll just go back up to the base. You see the sun is rising right now. It's a shame I missed the sunrise. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, well, we're heading back up for the grand finale. I think that most people would have probably struggled to stay awake through all of this, so well done if you have stayed awake. If you are still awake, by all means, give us a quick comment. I don't see... Oh my god. I see some comments that didn't come up on the screen. 11 out of 10 pronunciation. A comment I see. Thank you, Leo. A human big brain play. The view is beautiful, fantastic, and sticking with political correctness. Exactly. That was a little while ago. Excellent. Thank you for those comments. For some reason, oh, there you go. Now they're popping up on my screen again. PS5, I'm not used to the streaming mode at all with it yet. I don't understand. You can see my teleportation network here taking us back to the base. Here we need to go up some stairs because, like I said, they don't connect. Thank you, Rebecca, for the kind words. And Leo for the comment. Awesome comment, if I do say so. Comment. Going up the stairs all the way back to the final teleporter, which takes us back up to the balcony of the base. Fantastic. There we go. Alright, and we're back to the glass-bottomed balcony overlooking an amazing view. And then let's go to the final place. Now the final place is the main bedroom. It's still under construction, I'm going to say, actually, because there's much more to do with it. And I said this is going to be part 1. There will be a part 2. There's many plans to expand and improve on this base, working away in the head. But you know, as you probably can gather, well, maybe not because you haven't played it, but you may be able to gather that even putting all of this together has been probably an effort that's taken, you know, bits and pieces over the last couple of months. Now, look, I was originally occupying this bedroom. I used to have my save game thing here where I put the dish earlier, and you know, it was nice. It was nice. It overlooks the bar, it overlooks the exocraft, fantastic. Overlooks the barbecue area, but it wasn't really luxurious. You know, it was nice. That's about all. So, you know, it makes sense to have a luxurious bedroom. A luxurious bedroom in the sky bedroom, and that's where it is up there. It's completely floating in the sky. It's been disconnected from everything else, and to get to it, you come into this special room from the guest bedroom where it has its own personal teleporter to the bedroom, and then you come out to this little door and then enter into the master bedroom, and there it is. Look at that. It's got an ultra king size bed. It's not double, it's not queen, it's not king, it's ultra king. We've got some lovely plants over here in the corner with their own special lighting effects. Some plants growing down the sides. Magical bed, I think, to sit on, and views to die for. You know, there's the million solar panels over there on the roof. In the morning, you see the sun come up over here, over the mountain over there, and 360-degree views in every direction. all around of the Paradise planet. And you know, if that wasn't enough, you've got a couple of sofas to sit on over here. Share a couple of quiet drinks. A couple of quiet drinks over here. Looks nicer at night. We'll come back at night. And then, you know, this is luxury sleeping and partying, depending on what you're here for. But yes, there we go. In fact, it's getting a little dark right now. Get your awesome comment, Leo. Yes, you're right. I did get my... Unfortunately, there's no way to lie on the bed. This is the one shortcoming. I really want them to add in a new emote for lying down. But what I can do is I can sit on the bed, and what I would normally do is when I'm going to sleep, in inverted commas, I'll sit on the bed here and save my game, and then I can log off. And that's where we go to sleep. Of course, very final thing we have, and is this the sun going down or coming up? I think the sun's going down. I think the sun's going down. Up here we have then finally just our own little private balcony. You know, you've got a little alcove up here, and I do have plans for a bar and some aquariums and all sorts of things to still go into this place. This is a little bit harder to build than it probably seems. Took quite some time, but it's I think it's turned out quite nicely. Then out here we have our own little private balcony, just for the bedroom only, where you have then the most amazing view you can get out across the whole planet. And it's just lovely. Look at that. We come back at night, and there normally you would see my entire settlement there. You know what? I think maybe all my buildings have disappeared because I've been neglecting my settlement. I haven't been back there in a few days because I've been so busy building the base. And perhaps they have gotten upset and abandoned the buildings and people have knocked them down, who knows. Over here you can see my viewing area. Again, I think this looks much nicer at night. We'll come and have a look again at night. It feels like as if it's the middle of the day. What is the time here? There's the sun over there, heading quickly towards the west. Yeah, it'll be night in not too long, about 3, 4, 5 minutes maybe. And there you go. So lovely view out here. Yes, sleep while sitting down, exactly. So I have to keep checking my other screen for comments because I can't quite see them all here. But you can see here you get a lovely view of the rings around the planet. You do get rainbows, but not so much on this planet because there's no rainstorms. Although other people who come here, I think it actually does say it's sweltering damp and there is rainstorms, and even Sentinels says regular patrols. But here's the irony of this planet. For me, for whatever reason, it must be some kind of magic, it is a paradise planet with no Sentinels. Sentinels are robots who scan and attack you. There's none. Now, interestingly, those who know Blake and Yako, Cheese Toast God, they've come here before. And particularly when Blake comes here, then we have storms. So it rains when Blake is here, quite literally. And he says, "You've got storms here, man." And I'm like, "No, I don't have storms. It's a paradise planet. There's no storms. It's perfect." And he says, "Nope. I'm in a storm right now. I'm hiding under your house." I'm like, "Well, I can't see it. So I don't know what it is, but for me, it's a paradise planet." And then suddenly he attracts Sentinels and starts fighting them in my base, and I have no idea what's going on, but it's not great. I don't know why, but Blake just attracts the bad crowd, it seems. The bad weather and the bad Sentinels. Not that Blake's very likely to actually listen to this, but if you do listen to this, Blake, put a positive comment in the YouTube chat to prove that you made it this far through the video. I doubt it very much, but we'll see. Leo and Rebecca, you've done very, very well. I said, look, I was going to have a final, a big finale. Yes, indeed. And my big finale is kind of special. Recently, you know, I started streaming yesterday Expedition 4. It's the new expedition that's just launched. They did Expedition 1. The expeditions are kind of like a mission mode that's separate to their main game. But when you complete them, you get special rewards. And you saw my Expedition 3 display. In fact, you can see like the little green guy down there through the window, actually. There's a couple of things from Expedition 3. These plants, although, you know, it's my base building thing, but you can see this green greenness is actually, I've installed some green lights here in these little troughs where I build the plants. They don't naturally glow green, but I thought that was a nice touch. Makes the plants look very nice. These plants are from Expedition 3. You can only plant them from, here we go. These are the rewards from Expedition 3. This bright planty thing, and the cave creepers and the saucer fungus. So these are some of the rewards, the cartographer's decal and so on. And some of the, you can see them up around here and so on. There's more Expedition 3 stuff. So the rewards are for base building and kind of coolness. The coolest rewards were in Expedition 1. Unfortunately, that finished in May before I even knew about the game, let alone played it. And the main reward for completing the whole Expedition 1 was a golden starship, which is now impossible to get, unfortunately. Very, very good looking. And a really cool jetpack, which is also now impossible to get. They're kind of like season events. If you know, from Apex and Fortnite, once the season's finished, you can't go back and get the rewards in the future. They're kind of gone forever. So unfortunately that was the case with Expedition 1, completely missed it, and Expedition 2, missed that. That all finished by May, and then Expedition 3 started in September and just finished last Sunday. I found out about it literally an hour before it ended, actually, and you had an extra 24 hours to get it done. I managed to finish the whole thing, thank God, in 9 hours of play, about 13 hours of real time, and got all the rewards just in the nick of time before the whole thing ended. And fantastic. Now, one of the rewards I got, though, which is special for the stream, is a brand new companion. I haven't shown you, but there's a thing called a whispering egg, and the whispering egg spawns a biological horror. Now, you may have seen in the stream yesterday that there's a range of creatures you have in your companion register. In fact, for Rebecca's sake, she'll remember Essa, I think, because I think you've seen some photos of Essa when I first adopted him, patted him, and so on. We can spawn him right here. Let's see. Let's bring Essa here. Oh, cannot summon companions here. All right, fair enough. Okay, let's go back down to the main base. Back to the guest room. Hello, guests. Hope you had a good sleep. See you later. Back down into the main base, and let's go outside. Down the stairs. Very good. And outside we go. Alright. Now that we're outdoors, just using my... Oh, this is one of the rewards from Expedition 3, actually, the bubble jetpack. You see my bubbles coming out of my jetpack here? That's a special Expedition 3 reward. Kind of cool. Kind of fun. Alright, so let's summon some companions. Yes, that cute little creature indeed, Rebecca. That's what I'm talking about. So here we go, I can summon... I adopted him on a planet, and I sent you some screenshots, so you'll remember that, and here he is. So here he is, here's Essa. Oh my god, he's gotten quite big. He was pretty little when I first adopted him. I think if you look at the screenshot, you'll see how little he was. He's probably a little bit hungry and stuff. Oh no, he's not. I probably took good care of him. There you go. I'll pat him. He's happy. I can give him a treat. One thing I have not done is induce an egg from him, which I'd love to try out, because you can use it to genetically modify and spawn other creatures. I can ride him. In fact, I haven't tried riding him. What's that like to ride him? Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, I'm quite small actually on him. He's grown quite big. He was a tiny little thing when I first saw him. So I'm hugging him, but by getting on his back. Now another creature that I discovered on one of the planets I discovered on this very nice blue water planet, I discovered Cadaver. And I think Cadaver is a very interesting creature because he's like a deer with lights. So you know the expression deer in headlights? Well, this is a deer with lights. And he runs around with his lights, lighting the way as he goes. This is a magnificent looking creature, actually. This is the great thing about companions. You can find some amazing creatures in this universe. You can adopt them as companions and can bring them back to your world. Yeah, he's a little bit chunky. Good, well noted, Leo. He's stacked on the kilos a little, probably since I first got him. Let's just there we go, gently pat. We'll give him some, It's the right thing to do to feed him. There you go. I've thrown that on the ground. I could ride him, but let's not. And I can't induce him either because he's not in his native climate. You have to take them into their native climate. He's feeling happy. There we go, that's good. He's quite good to ride, actually. I can ride him and see, you know. Off he goes. Riding around quite quick, actually. Very quick. Very cool. There we go. Right, what else have we got here? So, we got another creature. Here we go, Gentilly. Now Gentilly I found on one of the weekend missions on this crazy planet, and he was super small and super cute. I don't know if he's still so small. It looks like as if he might be. Here we go. Oh, there he is. Look, he's very small. He hasn't grown. Well, he's a little bit bigger than when I first got him. He was super small, but he's possibly the cutest creature. I think we'll take it if I can get him up onto the ramp up here. Let's try and get him up here so you can see him properly. Is he going to be able to climb up, or is he going to get stuck under the plate there? Let's see if he can get out. Come on, Gentilly. Let's go up to the bar, see if he can come up here with me. Probably won't. Probably can't come into the base. I think he's gone under the stairs. Alright, let's resummon him. Where is he gone? Oh dear, I dismissed him. Okay, let's resummon him now. No, can't summon the companions here. Okay, very good. Can't do it there either. Can't do it there. Alright, can't be on base territory, I see. Has to be on flat ground. No worries, Leo. Thanks for watching. It was great to have you along. I'll do a couple more things in the stream, so if you do want to watch it later, well, you're going to miss the big bit, but that's okay. You can watch it later. I was only just introing the animal. My God, look, he won't stop. I think he's fallen down the cliff. Oh my God, dude! No! He's gone down the cliff. Oh Jesus, I've gone down the cliff too. I better jetpack back up before I die. Okay. Yeah, that hurt enough as it was just getting back up. Yep, Gentilly's gone for a long way away. Where's the place? I can't actually see him because in amongst this grass he's so little that I can't even see him. Where's a place that it might not be so grassy? Let's see if I can go over here. Yeah, no, exactly. I just saw the no. All right, where is he gone? All right, Gentilly. We'll dismiss him again and resummon him. See if I can see him over here. Oh, look, he's just about there. You go. You can get a bit of a look at him there. He's a very cute sort of fluffy creature. You can't ride him because he's too little, and he's not in his native climate, so I can't get an egg out of him. It's still something I haven't really done a lot with. But yeah, there's Gentilly. He's a little sort of cutesy guy, very gentile. It's aptly named. I don't name the creatures. They're all the random given names from the game. You can name the creatures, but I kind of figure it's sort of nice to stick with the original names. And then let's go with the final creature, which is quite cool. The final creature is a flying creature who I found on a planet, which is to do with Expedition 3 again. That's quite cool. It's the first time you've been able to fly oh, dude, you don't fly away. That you can actually get on creatures and fly on them. This is quite new. Where'd he go? Jesus Christ. I can hear him. Where'd he... Is he in the air? Where's... Oh, could you... Alright. He's not coming back, right? I'm going to have to ask him to come over here. Oi. Over here. Okay, be there soon. Thank you. Hurry it up, dude. Alright, stop flying away, man. Okay, so this is great that you've got flying creatures, but of course the problem is that they fly away. We'll pat him as well. We'll give him a treat. And then now we can ride. Oh, I can induce an egg from him. Now that's interesting. I've never done this before, so let's try that out. Oh my god! A viable egg. Well, that's pretty cool. Take a quick screenshot of that. That's brand new. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Oh, we have an egg. A companion egg. Excellent. It'll be oh, I see, ready to hatch in a day. Okay. Well, fantastic. We've got an egg ready to hatch in a day. I didn't realize this was his native climate. Well, that's fantastic. Okay, well, excellent. Now, hey, you come back here. Best friend, yes. How about you come here, best friend? Oh dear. Rupito. Well, we got an egg. Yeah, Jesus. Oh, can you just stay on the ground for a moment so I could interact with you, please? Here we go. All right. Oh, it looks like he's... Oh, I see. He's very agitated because he laid an egg. And now he needs some sustenance. Fair enough. I mean, it's got to be hard work. All right, now let's see if I can ride him. This is what's special. Here we go. Now I get to ride a creature who flies. Go straight out of the cliff. Wow, I didn't know if this would work actually. This is what I wanted to try, flying off the mountaintop and the cliff, because I thought you might just fall straight to the ground. And there we go. This is not the thing that I was planning on doing, but this is the lead up to it. I think this is pretty damn cool actually. Riding on flying creatures. That's cool. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, that was a huge egg. I just read your comment, Rebecca, on the other screen. It took me a while to get to that. That was a huge egg. But let's see if can we fly up the side of the mountains here? Oh yeah. Okay, so we should be able to fly up the cliff to get back to... You see the foundations of my base here, stuck into the edge of the cliff, more or less. Let's go right up the top here. Yep, here we go. Yeah, back up on the mountaintop. Nice. Looking over the base. Fantastic. Oh yeah, and I can get off straight up here on the top of the base again. Thank you, Rukpito. It is. I agree. It's fantastic. There's different tracks that play as you go. Now it's sort of nighttime, and because it's nighttime, this is what I wanted to show you. The bedroom looks quite nice. Let's just get back in there again while we can at night time. All of the stuff actually looks quite nice at night. We'll just go back up here into the guest bedroom. And here we are. Oh, there you go. The lights are quite nice, I think, at night. There we go. It's a screenshotable moment. Take a photo. You can actually take a photo. Here we go, photo mode. Can I hide myself? Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. Bedroom of the century. How do we take screenshot? There we go. Nice. That's very nice. Oh, we can adjust the effects. Here we go. Bloom. Shimmer, lattice. Oh god. Hyper. Frost. Mosaic. Soft pulse. Vapor. Some of these are pretty cool. Vintage. I think this maybe this soft pulse. Let's just get rid of all the clouds, I think. Make it nice and bright. And the fog density. Yeah, that's good. Hide menu. There we go. Brilliant. Alright. Yes, it is fantastic, isn't it? Look at this view of the ring around the planet right there. Oh, and there's my companion. Hello. He's flown up onto the private balcony. Now down here, I do like the viewing area at night. Looks lovely. I think the bright lights, very, very nice. It's definitely a beautiful looking view and game in general. Takes a while to get most out of it with the bases. I'm just going up onto my glass ceiling now, so you can see that it's fully glass. You look out the roof at any time, obviously. But also, by the way, all these stars you see, all of those you can travel to. They've done quite an amazing job here. They're not just random stars, as I understand it. And you can actually manually fly to them, I believe. It will take weeks, so warping is a much better idea. But yes, you can actually go to all of those systems out there. So the adventure is quite literally unlimited. And there's the base. That is the base. So there we go. There we have it. Lifestyles of the unit rich and famous. The base of Kikmai. Right. I did say I was going to do something special. Now we just talked about companions. Expedition 3, the reward for Expedition 3 was the companion of the nightmare creature that comes out of a whispering egg, which is known as a biological horror. And what better time to hatch a biological horror at Halloween time, which roughly we're at. No need to wait around any longer, I think. Now you can genetically modify these eggs, and I've thought about doing that, but you know what? I think having the native version of the egg is kind of pretty cool. So I figured it's best to capture it on stream. Birthing the biological horror. I don't know where I can do it that's not kind of too grassy or too basey. Let's see, can I use this balcony out here perhaps? Maybe it will let me. Can I summon creatures here? Let's see. Nope, can't. Okay. We'll have to go out in the grass. Alright, we'll say goodbye to Rukpito. Thanks for coming, Rukpito. It was great to have you here. See you later. Okay, we'll see nice friend later. Thank you. You were a nice friend too. Okay, we'll do it out here. We need to get rid of that hazardous plant first. I can hear a plant spitting stuff at me. I'm sorry, Tristalis. You have to go. Thank you. Alright. So, I haven't done this here before in this planet at all. But we are going to hatch the biological horror. I think, if I can find it. I think I put it on my freighter. Yes, here it is. Companion egg. Biological horror. I probably should save it just in case before we do it. Probably not a bad idea. Save the game. Okay. Saved, and let's summon. Let's summon away from the egg. An egg is ready to hatch. In fact, I think that's been coming up the whole time. And now I could genetically modify this to try and make it very large, but I've also heard that you can break your companion egg by doing stuff like that. I don't really think it's worth it, because once you've broken it, it's broken forever and you can't ever get it back. You get one and one only. The Whispering Companion Egg, biological horrors, genetic material. So it is a living fertile egg ready to hatch. And if I really want to play around with it, I can do it in another save. My main save, I think, let's just get the native creature out. So here we go. Are we ready to hatch the egg? Drum roll. Drum roll of the hatch of the egg. Where did I put it? In my exosuit. Here we go. Off we go. Oh, wow. Did not expect that. Well, it's a super fail. Because I've got no more room in my companion register, and that wasn't prepared very well at all. If I was to do it, I would have to sacrifice one of these guys or get a new slot, and new slots are going to cost me 5,000 nanites. I only have 497, as you can see up top. I'm not nanite rich. It's like cash rich but asset poor. I have all the units, but I don't have the nanites. And I don't really think that I want to dismiss any of these creatures. They're all a little bit too cool. I can't find them again easily. I don't even know how I found them in the first place. Well, yeah, I can't unlock. Well, you know what I can do? I can save the game, dismiss one of my awesome companions. We'll have a look at it, and then I'll reload the game and get my companion back, I think. And then I'll do it proper another time. But it'd be disappointing not to even see it, I think. So let's go back out here. We'll delete a companion. Have I got my save? Let's just check I got my save. Manual save. Yep, it's all good. And creatures we will dismiss. We'll dismiss the flying bloke because I know where I got him from, just in case I can't get him back. Okay. See you later, buddy. Abandoned. Oh, so sad. Alright, well, now we have a spare spot. Goodbye, friend. See that? How's that? Say goodbye, friend. Okay, there we go. Alright, hatch egg. Let's do it this time for real. Here he goes. Oh, there he is. The biological horror. It's a little bit small, but that looks like you wouldn't have seen. He's feeling ravenous. He would need some food, I think. You would not have seen these, but when you crack open a whispering egg by shooting it, about 6 of these guys come out, and they are very aggressive and extremely painful, and they will kill you very quickly. I had to get 3 larval cores from them in the last expedition, and my god, it was very scary, and it took me about an hour of just very carefully trying to hatch eggs and then get away from them before they killed me. They're very, very tough creatures. Yeah, looks like sort of Alien, you know, like looks like you just hatched straight from the movie Alien, I think. But he's a kind of a cute little version of the same thing. That's quite nice. I'll ride him. He's tiny. Riding him around looks quite funny. Well, there you go. There you have it. All right. We've ridden the creature. I'll jump off him now, let him run around. Yeah, he does look a bit Halloween scary, doesn't he? But it's nice to know he's on my side. He's my creature. He's not going to kill me, which is cool. What's that? Oh no. You sure the game won't delete it? Yeah. I think not. I hope not. Thank you for the concern. I had to look at the other screen again to see the comments. It doesn't pop up all the time. But yeah, no, that's he looks pretty cool. I mean, he does look a bit scary, but he's only a little version. Like the big biological horrors, they're about 3 times the size of this, and they're very nasty, very, very nasty. I'm not actually too scared of now. I've got all these shields. I've got this shield, this shield, this shield, this shield. You know, and my weapons and things. Not much can easily kill me anymore, but biological horrors, if I stood in amongst them without moving for about 10 seconds, I'll be dead. So they're pretty scary if you need to get the larval cores that they guard from the whispering eggs. Oh, he's gone off the edge again. Oh my god. Dude. Witchesh. Witchesh, come back. Witchesh. Oh, he came back. Oh, there you go. Wow. That was quick. How did he climb up the cliff that quick? Anyway, there we go. Well, I think that's about all for now. I think there's much more to show. We won't be doing it now because this has already taken quite a while. And I hope it's been enjoyed. If you have a look at the teleporter here, you'll see that I have well, the tropics base is not that exciting. The snow base and so on. We have the Emerald Oxo mining moon. That's quite cool. We have the 360-degree ocean outpost, the Lovington Water Cove outpost, which is an underground water base, the Vista Bubbles outpost. As I said, the 561k, that is the closest I've been to the galactic core. Arctic base, the different dimension, which we'll talk about another time, and we have the crater base in also a different dimension. We have the lakeside, and we also have the base that's quite close to the club I mentioned earlier called the Asylum Club, which is very, very cool. But all of those will be another time, because that's about all we've got time for on this particular one. We've got a tour of the freighter to come. We've got mining, all sorts of different things to come. We've got Sentinel fights, all sorts of other things. But a lot of it will be covered in Expedition 4. This will be it for the first base tour. And there'll be more modifications which will make it worth having a look through. We won't need to go through in quite as much detail because we refer back to part 1. We'll have a look through the other changes and other things upcoming in the next one. There'll be a bit of space between this one and the next one because the next few streams, if I do them, will be based on Expedition 4. But at the end of the expeditions, and when it's all opened up and the graphics work and everybody's got the game for whatever price it currently goes for at the time, we will be partying in the cocktail area of the base. And we're just gonna go back up to the bedroom and we're not gonna save it. We're actually gonna reload the old save, aren't we? We won't save it. We'll pretend we're gonna save it. Remind me not to save, because if I save, I lose my other creature. We'll just head up to the bedroom through the private elevator, teleporter, and here we'll sit and wave goodbye to the fans. Thank you, thanks for joining, thanks for listening and for your attention. Hope you got back, Leo, and saw the rest. Well done if you did. Well done for anybody else who joined later and looked through it. Fantastic. Thank you, Rebecca. That's great to hear. Thank you for joining us for the whole thing. Hello to Emma and Sean if they do watch it later. Hello to Blake if he actually bothers. I doubt it very much. Yoko, hello if you bother, but I also doubt it very much. He's trying very hard to get to Diamond and Apex right now. Actually, to be honest, he went from Platinum 4 through to Platinum 2 today, I think. Pretty impressive. But I don't think there's going to be time for that for me, this split. This is far too interesting in the meantime. Excellent, thank you for the feedback. I'm glad you liked it. It was good to get to show somebody because without this tour, it's a little bit hard to show it off. I do believe that Hello Games will be improving their code and logic. They've done a lot of improvements and they're still working very hard on improvements over the years, and more recently they've done a lot. I think eventually we'll have a place where you can easily visit the base with as much detail. When I first built the first structure, both Blake and Cheese Toast God came to the structure and they were able to see it all just fine, so there was no issue. I think it was just when it got more and more complex, it started getting a bit hard. I'm pretty sure they'll fix it all eventually. But in the meantime, you can see it via this base tour stream replay. Feel free to watch it over and over again. If you've got nothing better to do. Thanks for joining. That was awesome. Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, Leo. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. See you again soon. Take care. And goodbye for now. See